Okay.
What is good, y'all? It is Wanyá, and we are here for episode number 4 of our GTA Online Racing Master Series, where the goal is to win 3 of 5 races in the 1-2 position against Chris Sucks Toes and the Devastated Clown Posse. But of course, we are not alone. You know 'em. You love they them. Here to bring you some of the dankest content on YouTube during Epic CW's most wild April. It is the GOAT, Curtis.
Bro said they, them. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Ready to get this dub, my guy?
You ready for episode 5, Gamora? This is it.
I am ready for episode 5.
That's kind of heat. So it's been a few episodes since we got a dub. Of course, if you missed out on the last one, it was all about hot ring racing. That one we didn't even get a win in it, but yeah, we'll pull up the week before. We had a little bit of disappointment, but as well. So last 2 weeks have not gone the best in the series, but we're here. New week, time to start off with a dub on Sonora Speed Bowl. I know this is a heat track, and looking at the competitors, I'm not concerned.
Sneezy is our best chance there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pull up with the Buffalo. I mean, it's a supercar race now, not a muscle car race. Gamora changed it. Okay, then I'll pull up with the Krieger and everybody's cheeks. It's easy clap. Honestly, actually, the whatever that new dude's called,
The Virtue?
yeah, that could be solid on the track.
That's what I was going to pick.
Because, I mean, the Cyclone 2 didn't do bad. It just had to get turned in the first turn. But the Virtue obviously has the benefit of the, higher top speed that car hits compared to the Cyclone. So, of course, this is the first episode of Racing Masters with the Virtue in it, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If the game ever wants to load. Fatal cock slap here is gonna get fucking annihilated.
Dude's about to know the true meaning of fatal cock slap in this race right now.
Bro, who picked their name to be Fatal Cock Slap, bro?
Dude is probably friends with Chris Sucks Toes or whatever the hell it was.
Chris Sucks Toes. Oh my god. Oh, your friend that we raced with the other week that decided that every time that I played GTA he was gonna send me a message.
Maury Poonskin?
No. The fucking Quebblecop burner account. That dude just sends me messages every time I turn my PlayStation on. And I was playing Minecraft today. Mom, get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. So
Is that what he messaged you?
no, but he's like, "Can I join you in Minecraft?" And I'm like, "Bro, you can't. No."
Bro, I saw you putting in the work today. Everybody left this dude.
What happened?
Everybody left this race. Well, not everybody, but
There's still 5 people.
yeah. Is that the cap?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as long as
got
we get far enough
Banshee.
into the race without somebody quitting, yeah.
We got a Banshee, we got a weaponized Ignis, and
There's only 4 of us. That's unfortunate, but we're here, so we'll do the race. It'll be our Get some
Yeah,
warm up
warm up.
race. Yeah, no, you see me put in the work. Yeah, no, that's a massive project, Kumar. That's gonna be living there for the next 6 months working. This dude did the first turn. Oh my god, what the
Whoa.
fuck? This dude did the first turn and decided he was gonna quit. So it was cool when you build a
Nice.
lobby and then everybody fucking leaves because one person's internet is fucking complete shit and ruins the whole lobby.
Yeah.
That's the issue with doing tracks that don't hold as many cars, is that when that does happen, you typically lose 3 or 4 people, and we only had 9 people, so.
I was definitely ready for this track.
Bro, we got an easy 1-2 on this shit for sure.
So, Gamar,
Brakes don't work.
are you excited for what's to come this April?
No. What's
You're
this,
not?
April?
It's Epic CW's most wild April.
Oh. Is it? Tell me about it.
Well, it's part of basically an annual series that's been going on the channel for, I think, 2 years now. And back last year, it was Epic CW's Wild June. And this year, we were deciding to do with Epic CW's Most Wild April to basically revamp last year's idea and do 2 videos every single day instead of 1 video every single day, which was the original premise of Epic CW's Wild June.
Wow. Is that what makes it most wild, Kumar?
That is what makes it most wild.
Wow.
That is 2 videos, two masterfully crafted videos from the goats for you every single day of April.
Okay. Okay. I like it. So you're telling me there's not going to be like any shitty 10-minute videos of Overwatch just to like fill a gap?
Um,
Oh, I'm out of ideas this week. Looks like it's Overwatch 2, guys.
I mean, hey, there might be like an Easter update or something. Spend $50 on a skin.
Bro. Listen, when there's like an 8-minute gaming video, you know I'm out of ideas for the week. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I think I figured out why GTA Plus members hate GTA, or non-GTA Plus members hate GTA Plus so much.
They're the
That's
same
because
dudes that
they're
have
spending-
meltdowns when NFTs come into gaming mainstream. That's going to be fucking hilarious.
No, these are the same dudes who are buying skins in Overwatch for $50, so they don't have the money to buy GTA Plus.
Nah, trust me though, when NFTs get into gaming, bro, the meltdown
I thought
is
those-
going to be hilarious.
I thought NFT was like a dead idea.
Is it a dead idea?
I'm not in the NFT sphere, so I thought it was.
What made you think it was a dead idea?
Well, I just kind of stopped hearing about it every fucking second of the day. and I figured that it just fell off, especially after the FTX thing.
No, no, it's one of those things that it just didn't have like everybody that was getting into it was just because it was making money, right? You're getting a shit ton of investment. People were like, oh, I'm making money, and then when it wasn't just like the number keep going up, people were like, oh, I'm not interested. That's all that happened. Because you were getting like every single celebrity was buying an NFT and making it their Twitter profile picture because it was making a shit ton of money.
Didn't Jake Paul have his own NFT? Cryptoverse or something like that?
I don't fucking know, dude. Every fucking dude that's on YouTube had an NFT project. Because it's just one of those things people saw it as a quick way to make money and not like the technology and benefit behind it that I think would be interesting to see that come into gaming. Because I think that you get something where, take the cars for example in GTA that you own, right? Think of the ones that are the 1 week only, right? It's a limited time. Whoever gets it for that week gets it.
Brilliant idea, by the way, on Rockstar's part.
Now imagine if you could sell that to somebody from your account to their account, and they make money on it, or you make money on it, and Rockstar makes money on it, right? Like I have 3 of those trucks. If I sold one, someone doesn't have a hot ring truck, I could sell it to you. $20. You want to buy a hot ring truck from me? Okay, I get a certain percentage of that. Rockstar gets a certain percent. Swag, right? That's the type of thing that an NFT in gaming will have that I think would be interesting, because you can make money and then you could either spend it in the game or just have money that you made from playing GTA.
Okay. Kind of lost me there.
How did I lose you there?
Because I was focused on videos that I was sending you
Bro,
and getting this race set up.
bro's talking about sending me footage when we were recording.
Yeah, I'm getting the race set up, and
Yeah, we're having
In
a
the middle of-
conversation. If you can't focus on the conversation because you're selecting files to upload to OneDrive that you could easily do after the video's done recording, like
I could, or I could have it done now.
yeah, but we're having a
and-
conversation that you weren't paying attention to. Kind of like kills the flow of just having a conversation, which is kind of the point in these videos, especially when we're driving around for 20 minutes before another race gets set up.
Right. Well, I was loading, so I
Okay.
was taking a look at my phone for a second.
Okay.
So instead of making a big deal about it, what did you say?
I mean, I'm not re-explaining
About
it
the
to you because you weren't paying attention. Like,
Okay.
I mean, you do the same thing. I ask you something, you're like, oh, like, I'll ask you, and you don't say it. So, I mean, I don't know what you want, my guy. I give you a detailed breakdown, and you're like, oh, I didn't pay attention. All right, cool.
I mean, all right. So what's the point on continuing this conversation specifically if
Because
you're
it's
not gonna tell me what
specifically
it is?
cringe, my guy. Like, we're making
Yeah, no, I
we're
get-
making a video having a conversation, and when you just don't pay attention to the conversation, it's kind of fucking
No, I
pointless.
get that. I get that.
So
I'm
I'm
paying
calling you out
attention
for
now, though, and I'd ask you to repeat it.
Yeah, then you
and
can fuck off.
instead of repeating it, you just went on and on about me analysis, which is a valid point.
I know.
But I'm paying
That's what I'm
attention now, and now we're having this whole argument when.
Oh no, we're
could
having a
just be,
discussion about how you
tell
need to
me.
pay attention more in videos.
I am paying attention right now, and we're having
Okay.
this conversation.
Okay. Yeah, now we're having the conversation about how you didn't before. That's what our conversation is about now.
Right, and it's kind of cringe.
Is it kind of cringe, or is it you just, it's on you, my guy. that point.
Okay, well, NFT's bad.
Yeah, because you don't understand the technology.
I would like to.
Cool. And every time I
I
explain it to you,
think
you either say it's bad or you don't pay attention. So
I think that NFTs are an interesting piece of technology for art and receipts of some kind. I think in that sense, NFTs are good, but I'm not really familiar with how they're used in other ways, so I don't know how like beneficial they could be outside of that.
because again, you have ownership of a specific thing that you can then have a monetary value for, instead of just like, so basically you think of it like, you buy something with, you buy in-game currency for a video game, right?
Yep.
And then you buy something with that in-game currency, but then that money that you spent is forever in that game, right? So once I put $20 into GTA, that's it. Right, it's there. That it's gonna just be hanging out GTA forever. That's where I spent that $20. But you get an item for it. But if you could have that item that you could then profit off of, Rockstar would obviously get a cut of it because they developed it. But again,
How would you profit off of that?
because
If you buy something in the
let me
game
explain.
for
Ask questions before the explanation's done. That's what happens. So you buy something, right? Like the truck, hot ring truck came out, as I was saying before you uploaded an image. 1 week thing, right? You either have it or you don't have it. But I have multiple of them, and if there's a player that wanted one, I can sell it to them, right? If I sold it to you for $20 or whatever currency, cryptocurrency, because it's all connected. If Rockstar had one that they made, like their funds could be a cryptocurrency, right? The in-game GTA money could have some sort of value. Because I mean, it kind of does when you think of how much money do you spend. How much are you getting for that $20 you put in? So it kind of already does have that connection of what it would equal, right? So they actually had a real conversion there, and not just $20 is equal to 1,002,000 or 200,000, right? If that was actually a viable conversion, you could then have an item like the hot ring truck or any other car that's not available or any car that is, and you could then own it and use it. But if I wanted to sell it to you, I could sell it to you for $20 or $1,000,000 in the game, right? And then you would get you get your portion of it. You get a high amount. You probably get 80% of that sale. Rockstar takes 20, or you could do 90 and Rockstar takes 10, something like that.
Okay, why would Rockstar do that though?
Because they own it.
Because
They created it and they own it. It's just like an NFT. You make an NFT project. That's the part of the NFT part that makes sense, right? You make an art piece, right? You make an art piece. Once you sell it, it's gone. You no longer profit off of it. So, I bought an art piece from you. If I sell it, all right, say your art has value. Somebody actually wanted to purchase it from me. You would get none of the money from it, right?
yeah.
With an NFT, you still get a portion of it. So you would still get 5% of that sale. If I sold your art for $20, you get 5% of it. Or 10%, whatever you set it as.
Yeah, I get that part, but
so it'd be the same for an in-game item.
But your analogy, if you had taken the truck, like you had said, you already can't if I didn't have the truck and you did have the truck, I couldn't just go into the How place and buy the truck
Yeah,
from
but
you because it's locked.
because that's the thing.
But-
If it was an NFT, it would be set up differently. It's
right,
not
but
obviously accessible now.
why wouldn't they just like make it so that they keep it FOMO so that they get the most of the money instead of allowing players to get money from that, like actual money from that? Because they're losing money instead of just keeping the
Are they
car
losing
FOMO.
money? So you're telling me if
Sounds like-
Rockstar doesn't have that truck available for anybody to buy, they're making more money
No.
than if I sell the truck and Rockstar takes a portion of the money.
No, they don't not have it available. They just release it at certain times so that people would
Okay,
be more.
but the part of that is if you make it rare like that, right? Say it is only 1 week.
Yeah.
The value of it will be high because Spyware 99 here will not have bought it last week. Right?
Yeah.
And Spyware 99 wants to buy it from me. Because again, I bought 3. So I sell one to Spyware 99 for $20. Rockstar will take their portion of it and they'll make money on it in a time when that's not even available to purchase. So
That dude would not spend $20 on that
Okay.
car, dude.
that's not the point. I'm not making the point of would Spyware 99 buy that for $20. That's not the point. The point is somebody out there will. Or whatever price
Yeah,
you set it as.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find someone. But the thing, I remembered, like, I had asked Nonstop if we had done something. Like, I'd asked him if he. Oh yeah, it was the heist. I was like, I'll do the heist with you if you give me $20. And he said, No, I'm not doing that. I'll just pay for a shark card. I'm like, it's the same. The money's going the same place. So I feel like a person who's just playing GTA would be more likely to give the money to Rockstar.
Okay, but
rather
if you
than-
had a... Yeah, that's right now saying this car, would you give Rockstar $20? Do you want to give me $20? Right? That was you saying that in a chat. But if it's a setup, like, auction screen, right? Like, you can go onto your phone and I can list my hiring for...
That would be sick.
That's the thing. It's kind. You think of like the Forza auctions that you did back in the day when you played that, right? Think of that, but you can actually make money from it and not just in-game currency, or it is in-game currency, but it has real-life value. Like if you wanted,
Well-
you could take that money and then actually have that currency.
All right. I mean, I guess thinking it like that is a good idea because then it would incentivize you to buy like all of the cars in the game, so that way
Because
you have
That's
more cars to sell to people.
That's the thing. People will buy if there's an NFT project, right? One that people have verified, or something that's not even verified, but people, if it is one that's like a legit big project, right? You have something like Bored Apes, you have something like Doodles, like those are like big projects. People have multiple of them, and they can have one to be like, I have one. It'll have
Right.
access to other events, other options, other things. But if you have multiple, you can sell one and make a shit ton of money. And for some reason, it's this mindset that NFTs are bad. NFTs are bad. Because there's some mindset that crypto is bad or whatever the fuck. But there was Sony had approved some things recently to do NFT things in gaming. That's why I had mentioned at the beginning. So, an item could actually have real game or real life value. I think would be very interesting when games do have that in it. Obviously GTA 5 isn't, but say GTA 6 would, in 3 years, 4 years, whenever it comes out.
The only problem that I could see with that, if it was in GTA right now, would be the fact that you can abuse that by you being able to purchase the rare cars if you already own one. So you could just buy 2 and then sell a bunch of them and make infinite actual money.
Well, yeah,
Which I don't think it's a bad thing, but like...
Well, because the thing that makes an NFT what it is there's a limited amount of them. Right?
Yeah.
So if Rockstar said, okay, we're having this truck, but we're only having, I don't know how many people play GTA. Say there's, we'll just throw out 5 million, right? I'm sure there's, I don't know how many people actually play GTA, but say it's 5 million, right? You could have something where an active account for a week, you have access to buy 2 or 3 of a car, right?
Yep.
So only those active accounts that week, you can buy this car. And that's it. That 1 week, hot ring truck, your account, you can buy 2.
Okay. But anytime outside of that, you would not be able to.
Exactly. So that
Gotcha.
1 week, the hot ring truck exists, and you can buy it. And then however many people don't claim it, because somebody won't, like if you're, you don't play that week, you don't get to buy the truck. Or if you spent a week...
Casual Reddit user.
Exactly. You spent a week grinding for the truck, and the last day it was gone. So, something like that, those could then go back, and then Rockstar could release it later on, because they'd still have enough. There'd still be more that they created, because you can make a finite amount of it. That's the thing that makes an NFT valuable, is having a finite amount. Or, that's what makes anything valuable, but an NFT has that.
Yeah.
That, okay, we're making this project and there's 10,000. That's the thing about a Bored Ape that makes it valuable. Okay, there's 10,000 of them. They're never making more. They may even make another project that you have mutant apes and there's some, like, dogs that go with them. But the regular ape itself, that's it. There's 10,000 and that's all there is. So if Rockstar said... Obviously, they couldn't do 10,000 because there's going to be more than 10,000 people playing. But, they could have something where it's like...
Whoa, that was a nice pass.
It's reserved for a certain amount of people. Like, okay, you played in the last week. We got 2 cars you can buy. All right, dude. Didn't even see his car there because it kind of blended in.
Yeah, I came up at the last second.
So it's one of those things that I think it would be cool to have an NFT in gaming.
Son of a bitch,
dude. Having, and the thing that really made me think of that the other week, I think I might have said it in the Hot Ring live stream. But really, when they started introducing those cars that they only had for a limited time, I was like, damn, that really is like some NFT vibe,
I think it's a good idea on Rockstar's part because there's always been like lust in the game for cars that you can't obtain naturally, like the Mariachi Tornado or the hearse or the Gang Buffalo vehicle. People have always wanted those cars because you can't buy them on the store.
Yeah.
And that's what made them rare.
And
but I do like how they did it with this.
And, you can do in other games. Like, you think of something like Overwatch with their $20 skins, right? If those were something that I could buy it, but then if I didn't want it, I could sell it, and you could buy, this shitty Moira skin that I've spent $20 on, you can buy it, right? Like, something like that. That's an NFT. There's instantly more value and more appeal. But I just don't think people think of things in that sense. Like, you buy, think of the items in like a battle pass, like that wild. Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't think people think of Overwatch in that way because the only difference in GTA with cars compared to Overwatch and skins is that the skins don't give you an advantage, and the cars, if you did buy them, do give you more.
People give a fuck a lot about their cosmetics in a game, of how your character looks. So there's absolutely 100% a market for that, for any game that has character skins that you have to spend money on, especially those shitty free-to-play games. It would be 100% more enjoyable if there's an NFT basis where you can go in, whether it is something like Overwatch 2 or if it's something like Fortnite, where the skins in those games are items that you can buy and sell and actually have money on it. Because then the company's still going to keep making money on it, but you can actually make a profit on it as well. I think that would be very, very cool. Because again, something like that, some of those shitty skins, like, not all of them are shitty. Some of them would be cool to have. But I don't just want to be like, oh, I want to play this character this week and have the skin, and then we don't play Overwatch for 2 months, right? Like, okay, I just spent $20 on Overwatch for nothing.
Make a video on it.
Boom, money gone. Cool, I made 5 cents in that video. Like, so, and I mean, you think of certain things, like you think of those wild skins that they have at the end of the battle pass that are like, you can really customize the parts of it.
Oh yeah.
Like, those could sell for a lot of money. Hey, I have the Genji skin. I think this battle pass is a Kiriko one. And I don't remember what the last one had. But, you know, those skins are wild. And you could definitely sell those for a decent amount of money. And, you know, Blizzard could get 5-10% of that. And instantly they're making more money. You know, somebody sells it for... Someone will definitely buy that for $100.
Bro, that is like some loophole ass shit. Dude.
How?
You can sell as Blizzard a skin that other people can then sell and you can make more money on it.
Yeah, you make a percentage of the profit on it. How is that a loophole?
It just seems like a loophole.
It's just like music. Anytime an artist's song gets played on the radio, they get a portion of the money from it.
Yeah, it just seems like...
I mean, it really
it's not a
isn't
bad
that
idea.
much different from that. Like, obviously, music has its own issues where you make a song, but then a company owns your music. That's a whole other thing that NFTs can also help solve. But it's one of those things like, you know, Blizzard, okay, we made the skin, and we're going to sell the skin for $20. Then, you know, we get the $20. And then I sell it to you for $25, and Blizzard takes 5% or 10%, whatever they have. They'll have it disclosed somewhere. And the reason I'm saying 5 or 10% is that's typically what NFT projects are at. I don't know, like, what a company like Blizzard or Rockstar would do. They may do higher.
Blizzard would do 99%, 100%.
Probably. But, you know, something like that. Like, you know, say, even if it was 20%, right? They take a portion of it, you get whatever. Like, it's something that is definitely beneficial for everybody, and I think it gets more people interested in playing because, hey, I can play this game and I can also make money on it while having fun. Like, if I can make money on GTA, like, just by selling a car to somebody, because, you know, through a marketplace type thing, that'd be so heat.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome, dude.
Like, oh, I just made $15, I just made $20, oh, I just made $30. Just, like, turn on GTA and sell a shitty car I don't need. Because, again, you already have marketplaces in games like something in Forza where you can buy a car that somebody had. Now, those obviously have ways that people have been able to glitch through them, but you definitely make it harder if you introduce the blockchain technology to it, which is, again, a whole nother discussion. But it's a little bit more secure than just a fucking server that's in Bill Gates' garage. Like,
Is that where he keeps it?
nah, I heard he keeps it up his ass. Keeps under his pillow next to his fucking giant ass ego. Well, that's our first 1-2 of the episode.
It's our first 1-2 of the last 2 episodes.
I got who? I got he.
Yeah, these dudes are light work. Get out of here.
Those dudes were light work. Hi, light work, here.
Damn, dude. I was just checking the old Snapchat, and
Yikes, dude.
yeah, also an app that I haven't been on in like 3 weeks. But I saw a snap of Marcus's car, and he lives like in the city, so there's obviously shitty parking everywhere. And they have this like sticker that they stick on that's massive, and they stuck it to his window and it said, "Your car is illegally parked. Fucking move it now or be subject to booting or impoundment." And like he was trying to take it off because like not to ignore the sign, but like he's trying to take it off, and the thing like left a bunch of sticker residue on his window because they stuck it so tight. I was like, bro, that is cringe. Like,
What's happening? You live in a city.
yeah, at least it's not a woke city. Oh, too woke of a city.
Bro said city and not too woke in the same sentence. That's wild.
I mean, Norwich is definitely not as cringe and woke as New York City or San Francisco.
Bro, don't you like go down there for fucking fire dancing gay pride parades?
No, I do go down there for fire dancing, but not gay pride parades. Bro, especially with your fucking psychological shit, dude.
What are you talking about?
There's a certain like way people word things to like get their point across, and one of the ways people word things are they'll say something that you actually do and then throw like a ridiculous thing that you don't do, like if you're listing off something like you
I
said,
don't know, dude.
I go
Fire
down there
dancing
for
seems
fire
kind of
dancing.
gay. So I would just listing gay activities that you participate in.
Bro, just got Birmingham zeked.
Bro lights fucking hoops on fire in the middle of a fucking street and dances around and says, that's not gay. Like, okay.
You're just mad, my guy, because you can't light fire and dance.
First of all, I'm just mad because I can't light fire and dance, bro. No, that's 101 on how to not pull bitches.
No, see,
guy.
see, that's the thing is I don't like to dance, and I don't dance.
Except when you hit the gritty.
Unless, yeah, except for that one. That's a meme. Unless I'm doing something else. So like boxing, jiu-jitsu, like fencing, stuff like that.
Sorry,
I can
not
move.
dancing.
It's footwork, which is dancing. But I can do like dancing movements if it's not specifically doing a dance. And I don't like to dance unless it's doing something
that
else.
sounds kind of cringe, my guy. Sorry. In other news, I had a great video series idea that we're gonna have to work on, my guy.
Sounds kind of cringe, sorry.
It involves you, so you might want to listen up.
No, sorry. Sounds cringe.
So, Wanitarian here
Ooh.
has been
Oh,
struggling
it's a wrong one.
on his dating app quest. All right.
Have I, or did I get imagine talking to someone?
Yeah, I doubt that. So,
All right, my guy.
also, it's a dating app match. So, let me know what happens in 2 days. So, by the time this video goes out,
Oh my guy, I have a whole story for you to share, like right now, to shut
Cool.
your whole thing down. But
Cool. Tell me then.
I went to a date the other day.
Did you?
I did. I went out to the went out to the bar, and then the second time, I went to the bar and then went after that out to Mohegan Sun to get some food, and it was swag.
That's all you
Very
gotta say.
Yeah, what do you want me to say?
Oh no, I thought there'd be more details about what happened, what you did.
Shot some pool, fucking ate some dude cheeks in pool, and then went to Mohegan Sun and ate food.
And this is with and female that you met.
Yes, and biological female.
And where'd you meet on the internet?
On Hinge, yeah.
Remember when I asked you 2 days ago, and you're like, no, I didn't go on any dates. Remember that?
I think that was like 2 weeks ago, my guy.
That wasn't
Yeah,
my guy. That was literally the other fucking night.
Well, I want to save the story for an actual playlist, or a point that we can actually share the story and get into it.
And then you
I
shared.
feel like I haven't been contributing. I feel like we haven't been contributing lately to the Tinder and Hinge memes. Like we used to have those memes on the channel, and you just stopped asking me. So I was just
Yeah,
like,
because
oh,
you
okay.
got annoyed that I asked you. Because when I would ask you in a video, you were like, bro got
Well, you'd
annoyed that I
ask me,
asked him
every day, dude.
Bro got annoyed that I would ask you in every video we'd make, and then so I stopped asking him because you said stop asking me in every video, so I didn't ask you anymore.
Well, every video, like every other video, dude. Like
I don't know. We make a video once a week, my guy. I don't know. You're always doing shit. Your phone's always on 1%, so I figure you're out on dating apps all the time.
figured I'm out on dating apps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're here for. Ooh, I almost hit play by mistake. Yeah, I was swag. Planning the next thing soon, but not quite sure if I want to go to a Chinese food restaurant or a restaurant that I haven't tried before. Probably the second one. I want to try some new foods.
So literally anything. Bro eats pasta,
Yeah,
fucking
but
steak, and chicken, so it's not that hard, my guy.
yeah, but a different cuisine.
What are you thinking of trying?
Well, I haven't been to that jerk chicken place down in wherever that is, but
Bro hasn't been to the Jerk Hub? That's crazy.
I've been there to do DoorDash orders, but I haven't ordered anything there.
It's definitely tank.
It smells dank, dude. I fucking. I think about ordering something there all the time, but dudes who always put in orders there are so far away, and I'm already on my next thing. But been thinking about that place.
Bro's gonna message this girl and be like, "Hey, you want to go to the jerk hub with me?"
It's exactly how it's gonna go down, dude.
Fucking better, my guy.
Should we? Yeah, I'd love to go to the jerk hub with you.
Bro's gonna see that fucking message shit go from blue to green real quick. This bro about to get fucking blocked.
But anyway, what was your dead meme you were gonna say before about dating apps?
Oh well, eventually when this, because it's from dating apps, and it's kind of cringe. We'll make a dating video series, my guy, for you. We'll, I got some plans.
My guy, can I make a suggestion?
What do you want?
Instead of making plans for a video series for me to get a relationship that I'm already like currently working on, why don't you focus on your own relationship or getting your own women?
Bro said, here's a suggestion. Because that's like, for a video series, which I'd be like the host of, so I couldn't really be like doing it myself. Again, it would have been swag, but then you like said that you met with somebody. So when I started it, it kind of like didn't really work because you didn't tell me that because when I ask you and you say no and then you actually did, it's kind of cringe. But
Oh, we didn't ask me today.
cool, but you didn't go on a date today.
Yeah.
When did you go on a date?
A few days ago. It was at night.
And I asked you like yesterday. Or like Monday night.
Oh, well, I didn't know you were working on like a whole series for YouTube. You didn't say that either.
Oh, because it just popped in my head before the video started.
Gotcha.
I just thought I'm like, we can work on something swag. But that's dank too, Gumar. I'm sure you told her how you are big YouTube guy.
It got mentioned a little bit. Just because like got into like topics of conversation for what we like to do and stuff like that, and mentioning that I had like interest in RC cars and stuff like that sparked that conversation. I was like, oh yeah, I do some RC content on YouTube and with my friend, and popping off now. So also getting off topic.
See,
but
I just start every conversation with, so I do YouTube.
Do you?
Hi, professional YouTuber here. Yeah. 100%.
Didn't the conversation today start with NFTs?
Yeah, but I didn't like meet you on a date. So
Oh, yeah, I got you. I thought you meant
I
like
met
every
you on
single
like a soccer
conversation you
field.
have.
Like, bro, I met you on a baseball field 19 years ago. Bro, we met before YouTube existed, so. Hi, YouTuber here. Hi, I'm going to be popular on a platform that starts next year.
When I was walking
Bro,
back
next
from the
year, we're making a video on that field.
Oh, yeah, 100%, dude.
Be ready, guys. Summer 2024. Be there. What was off topic though?
When I was coming back from the hike, there was a lady who was sitting on the bench with her kids or whatever, and I was driving by with the car, and she's talking to me as I was like walking by, and so I stopped for a second and talked to her, and she, bro, hold on. So this lady, right?
Did you show our content?
I did. I gave her the YouTube name, and then her daughter was like,
I know that channel.
said, yeah, dude. After I fucking said the name of the channel, or I didn't even say the name of the channel at that point. I was like, yeah, I do YouTube, and then she was trying to like pull it up on her phone or pull up her phone so that I could give it to her the name, and her daughter's like, oh yeah, I follow you. I watched all your videos. I'm like, that's
What?
great. You fucking don't, dude. She doesn't. I didn't
What?
even give you the name of the YouTube channel. Like.
What?
She's like a 12-year-old fucking girl.
watch all
dude,
your
like,
videos.
I mean, maybe, dude. 66% of our viewership is women, so. I watched it. She was like, she said it with such confidence. I'm like, you don't, but thanks. I appreciate it.
Bro got the first fan interaction. I'm done. Well, time to go kill
did.
myself.
I got the first fan interaction. That's great.
If you're a fan and you want to come interact,
Please don't. Like, if I'm honestly, if I'm in the middle of a video, please do not interact.
go say hi to Wan specifically. He's definitely interested in fan interaction. For me, I mean, I don't really go out of my house, so I wouldn't really have that issue. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with like talking to people afterward because that's what it was. I was walking back to my car. I'd already finished up the recording, so nothing was on or recording. And they talked to me, which is fine. I talked to them, but like, I would like it if people didn't like interrupt the video while I was in the middle of it.
yeah, I mean, I don't really care if you go interrupt Wan's videos when he's recording it. It could always get us a short moment, so I'm not against you guys interrupting Wan. I'm all for it. So, if you got to, definitely interrupt him and say, "I was told to interrupt you by Curtis, the gaming god. Thanks for producing your RC content. I'm a big fan."
I mean, 100%. I'd be like, oh, I really appreciate your viewership.
He may give you some suck too,
but-
because that's what he likes to do. Isn't that right, Suckmer?
That is not right.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just figured maybe.
All right, going into race 2 here. Was Zancudo Bridge Roval.
It's not like we do this track every episode.
Not with the Virtue, though.
Wow.
Using this car basically, like, lets us get ahead of everybody and not get fucking sent off the track in the first corner.
Yeah. Do you have the Martinsville track with the hot ring truck saved? I think you do, because Remember when my shit was fucking up during the stream and I had sent it to you to bookmark?
Yeah.
We should pull up on that, my guy.
Definitely do that one. Oh, fuck. Okay.
So yeah, when you approach a corner, my guy, make sure you press on the trigger that is on the left side. That will help you slow down the vehicle.
I did, yeah. I just had your slipstream into it.
Yeah, no, these cars are... This one here feels like it's harder to slow down when you get a slipstream. But... Oh my god. This dude in an original Cyclone here is on the bridge fucking around, and I almost found out where the fucking respawn area is. Alright, dude, if you're gonna fucking make a move, actually fucking make a move, you fucking loser. Fucking you go live in your fucking Cyclone. Yeah. So you're driving whatever the fuck car you're driving, and that is also an eco-cuck car, so you get like, alright, okay? Whoever the fuck this dude is needs to fucking move, he's in my way.
So, did I tell you the other day, I told you the other day that I had a conversation about politics and Target.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically what we had talked about was Karine Jean-Pierre not answering this reporter's questions for like 8 months. He was an African reporter, and she literally wouldn't call on him. He was sitting in the back row. They see everybody who is like CNN and NBC, MSNBC, like in the front row because they asked the easiest questions. And this dude was in the back for 8 months, never called on, never switched seats or anything. And the Biden administration decided to bring the cast of Ted Lasso on, a popular Apple TV show, to discuss mental health. And so this dude was this dude who was the African reporter decided that now is the time to call Karine out. And he had said, like, what is this? Like, what is this? I've been sitting here waiting for my question to be asked for 8 months. 8 months. This is a disgrace of the First Amendment Constitution, and it's honestly racist. Like, he was calling her out and everything for genuine racism because she'd fucking pick on all the fucking other dudes. He had a good point. But after this, and I feel like it had a big part in this, Uganda had decided to change their laws on homosexuality. So it was today that they did this. Now if you live in Uganda and you identify as gay, lesbian, trans, bi, or whatever the fuck anything related to that is that's not straight, you will be in prison for 10 years. Just for identifying. And...
Don't go to Uganda, my guy.
Huh?
Don't go to Uganda, my guy.
Why not?
Because you'll go to jail for 10 years.
Yeah, not gay, but...
Then they'll watch this video and they'll hear multiple times that you've been called out as and gay, and that's all the evidence they need, my guy.
Yeah, no, I don't identify as gay, so... But, so...
Do you think that's an insult to call him gay? Because it's not, and honestly, it's stunning and brave if he is gay. So, you need to stop.
So the White House decided to take a stance on this for a law passed in Uganda for their own traditions and their own society, and decided if Uganda passes this law, that we, as America, are going to levy healthcare sanctions on Uganda.
What?
Yeah. So they're basically
Bro.
saying because you guys set your own laws in your
Oh
country,
my
we're going to
god.
restrict your healthcare.
Bro, what the fuck?
And I'm not. I want to say I'm not um, for this bill. I think that anybody who's whatever should be able to do what they want, but it doesn't really matter because I don't live in Uganda and I don't have a say in it regardless. But I do think that they should be able to uphold their own traditions, right?
I mean, any
It's their own country.
if you wanna. Yeah, that type of shit. I mean, why do we need to be involved in that and restrict things to a country because they're doing what the fuck they want? Especially on something like that that's not really like wild shit. I mean, there's more wild things that other countries are doing that we could actually be worried about, and not if Uganda allows gays or not.
Yeah, that's like the absolute last thing we should be worried about. As well, as the government officials should be worried about.
The government of America should not be worried about if Uganda is allowing people to be gay or not. Like,
And it's just funny because I love how people are like, "Oh my God, America colonized. We don't want America to interfere with other countries' laws." But this, oh no, 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 the colonizers have to step in and fucking be like, "Yeah, we're gonna take away your health care in one of the poorest countries
we're
in."
gonna take away healthcare from Uganda because Uganda decided that people couldn't be gay. What the fuck? How do we get to that? How do we get to that logic, bro?
I don't even know. I don't even know. But it's just so wild, dude. Like, I don't have any words for it. Especially when there's an all-out war going on in Ukraine, and like, that's what we're focused about is the gay bills in fucking a African country.
Yeah, because we're so worried about getting the support of a fringe alt-left group that it's we have to do everything to support anything that is the gays related, no matter what. If it means taking away healthcare from a country that needs healthcare, um, which is also ironic because another left policy is to give everybody healthcare.
Yeah.
So if their policy is we should be giving everybody healthcare and the government should be giving you healthcare, to then not give a country healthcare because something that they're doing, to me is wild. Just so you can win votes from a they them in a year from now. Cause
Yeah.
that's all it is. Like, you're gonna, okay, cool, you won votes from a person that was already gonna give you a vote. Like, that's what you're doing, especially at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we're to the point where campaigning will begin in a year, right? Probably in the summer, honestly. So if you do something now, if Biden is gonna run again, which God forbid he runs again, like, it's going
I mean,
that's gonna get the vote support for who? Like, who is that going to look good for? Nobody. This looks bad for America that we're doing some shit like that.
That we're restricting. We're literally deciding to just axe a country's healthcare that we provide a majority of to them, just because they have a bill that they passed on homosexuality, and the Americans don't like it.
Yeah, why don't we focus on bills in our country that could be beneficial? Like, why don't we focus on our own things that are beneficial?
Yeah.
Like, anything that's not worrying about another country's bill that doesn't affect your day-to-day fucking existence. Like, if a country passes a bill that does some wild shit that actually affects America, that's one thing. But if you're allowed to be gay or not in Uganda, doesn't affect me going about my daily business. Now, Uganda allowing you to be gay or not, you can debate on its own thing, because that's whack in itself. Because again, if somebody wants to do what the fuck they want, I don't really care. Because that's the thing we're not arguing, is that them having not allowing gay is okay, because that's not on its own right. But then for America to step in and tell you if you're allowed to do that or not in your own country, I find to be a problematic thing on its own. Because yeah, if you want to be gay, I mean,
I do have the Martinsville Truck Series.
swag. Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to be gay, then I don't really know why you need your government to be telling you you can be gay or not. But also, we don't need to have our government telling another country if they can tell their people to be gay or not. So, like, the whole situation is just a fucking meme.
Yeah. Yep. I mean,
But I guess that's our society's main focus.
on yeah. They're just America's trying to push it to other countries, and like that's the thing is that LGBTQ.
That's like
IA
an
plus
America
fucking-
thing, bro.
Well, not really. It's a problem in America, in Canada, and in the UK. Basically, anywhere else.
Those
in
countries
the
are all
world,
basically the same anyways. Like, so they're all so closely connected that it makes sense.
Yeah. But anywhere else is like, I mean, I'm sure you have like in Argentina or Brazil, they have like gay festivals or whatever it is. But like, I
Is
don't
gay
think it's
popular
on
in
the
Germany
scale-
though?
What?
You said in Germany and Brazil.
I said Argentina and Brazil.
Germany and Brazil.
Is Argentina Germany?
Yeah,
It's owned by Germany?
basically.
Well, basically or actually?
Bro doesn't get the fucking meme. I'm done. Move on.
I get the meme. It's just like
It's
is
just
it, or
that it's Germany light. That's the fucking meme. But
yeah, no, I got that meme. But
Okay.
like,
no, it's not. Bro, set the shit for more laps. This is gonna be fucking. We need like 20 laps.
but yeah, it's other than those three countries, again, America, UK, and Canada doesn't really exist outside of those.
Yeah, like,
Areas.
I mean, you have
So-
people that are gay, but it's not just like everybody's going around and everybody's got their fucking listed pronouns and fucking.
Chopping their breasts and Johnson and getting your vag extended into a into a dick. Like
The
country
fucking
besides
neo
America,
penis, bro.
America, UK, and Canada are the only countries that are doing that.
Because we're the
And then
most
maybe,
stunning
like-
and brave countries, my guy.
Maybe Mexico because they do fucking all kinds of wow surgeries, but but like
Somebody's gonna click on this video and just becomes this discussion. It's just a fucking political series. Is really what the Race Blast and Racing Masters is deep down.
I mean that's the hot button topic right now. Like
Bro, give me a whole series where we like discuss topics in like a chat setting that's not gaming, like just an
Epic
actual
CW's
podcast.
most controversial June.
An actual podcast where it's just us sitting and talking like we did in our video breakdown of our Beyblade teams. Which, if you guys want to see that video, um, that will be coming out the day after this video. So if you want to check out our Beyblade team reveal, that's quite cool. Of course, we've been hyping our Beyblade Burst battle for a while. So if you want to see the team reveal, that will be tomorrow. And later in the week, on the 7th, be on the lookout for our battle. See who brought the better team. So that's going to be hype. Big event. But no, we should do a series of just us talking in that format that we had in the team reveal. Just having a chat, having a laugh. Come with a planned topic. See where it goes.
We have It's Ammons from True.
Okay.
Well, going back onto your topic of God help us all if Biden gets reelected, I don't think that dude's gonna run again.
I mean, I'm just saying if he does run again in general, I mean, I think it's interesting though. I think this will be a time where if he even does run again, that I don't think it will be like, okay, what does the opposite party have? Like normally you have like an election, like when you have a current president, it's just you're our candidate for the party, right?
Yeah.
So
Democrats don't really have anybody besides Biden that's got the votes. Like,
but that's the thing. Like, do you? Because obviously, normally, whoever the current president is, they run just their party is basically a formality of you get our support, right?
yep.
But I don't know if Biden even says, "Hey, I want to run again." If they just Democrats line up and back him, right?
Yeah,
because
it's not a good idea.
because that's the thing you've seen. The previous two elections where we had presidents, 2020, it was just okay. Republicans obviously were going with Trump. That's it. And you had in 2012, Democrats were going with Obama. That was it. Right? They knew okay, this is who we're gonna have. But I don't think 2024 Democrats saying we're going with Biden is the move. I mean, I don't know who else they bring as a candidate. I mean,
Michelle Obama,
bro,
she's an option.
does she want to be president though?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Who do they have, dude? Like, I really can't
Like
think
the
of
only
anybody.
person of the Democrats like that have linked as having somebody run for president is Gavin Newsom. Like that's it.
And you gotta think, like, because of what the Biden administration is doing, especially with what we just talked about with fucking levying sanctions on Uganda for their bill on homosexuality, like,
Gavin Newsom
you're
can just
gonna
slide right
have
into that spot, my guy. He'll just
you're you're gonna have a bunch of people who are in the Democratic Party who don't want that, and like the far left of the Democratic Party who do want that. So if there's a Democratic candidate who isn't for LGBTQ shit and drag shows for children and cutting children's body parts off for the walls, like
press it for the
it
lulls.
like it's just not going to work. You're going to have a divided vote between the Democratic Party.
I think that's an issue that you'll see with both parties, is that both parties have gone to a extreme on their ends of what they have, right? And
Yep.
you also have people in the parties, though, that aren't extreme left or extreme right. And I think that could have some effect on what the parties do power-wise. I feel like you could see, not a full split, but I feel like you could see some fracturing within the both parties of directions they want to go, because they're both going to want to go to the extremes because they want to go to the extreme and balance out what the other one's doing.
Yeah.
But there's people that don't want to go to the extremes within their party. But again, I don't really know who do you pull up with for the Democrats? Again, the only two people I really think of that are candidates they'll have is Biden, who do you really want that dude running again, or Gavin Newsom, who's just extreme left, right?
I don't think he's going to have the support even if Biden didn't run and he was the only Democratic candidate.
That's the thing. There's people that think that what he does is good, but I don't think that what he does gets national support. I think within California, within their two cities that control the whole state, yeah, he gets support. But, I mean, that dude had to fight off of election recall within his own state. Like, I don't know. And, can that dude beat Trump or Rand DeSantis?
Yeah. I mean, and that's another thing is
Rand
I think for the Republican Party, like their best chance of they already have an advantage, but their best chance of winning is for Gavin Newsom to like side with Trump and try and build like a Trump Newsom or not Gavin Newsom, sorry, Rand DeSantis.
Whoa, that would be fucking wild.
DeSantis to side with Trump instead of like attacking each other.
Oh, if they
because that's
fucking
just gonna
teamed
split
up,
the
bro.
party up
Fucking
again.
Trump DeSantis super team, bro. It's fucking over, dude. Yeah, because that's the thing. They just keep attacking each other, which doesn't help their cause.
Although I think DeSantis is a little bit more aware than Mike Pence, and he doesn't want to get like roasted by Trump.
Because that dude is like, that dude was Trump dude before. Like, before he wanted to, have his own shot at president. Like, he was on the proverbial Trump train. Speaking of, I'm battling the Republican Space Rangers in the number 69 truck right now.
I have a dude 4 behind me.
These dudes don't know how to take the track, so we can definitely just pull away from these losers.
Okay, perfect.
Brilliant.
I'm worried about these dudes spinning.
Yeah. It's a slight issue, but...
Yeah, I'm gaining time on this dude. I gained a whole 4 seconds.
Oh, on the dude in third? Yeah, no, he was close to you. But I think he got caught up in some of these guys' issues. Because he was only 7 behind me, now he's 11 behind me. So, now he's 13. He's definitely getting caught up in their issues. See, normally we only do 10 lap races, but this one here being only 3 minutes to do 10 laps, I felt like doing a longer race. There's a dude spun in that corner.
Yeah, I went wide. Just a heads up.
Coming up to a group of cars here. We got 3 together. They may take each other out. I'll let you know what happens. Yep, we got 2 dudes spinning to the bottom.
Alright. Snoop Doggy Dogg spun out.
All right, I'm about to lap the dude in 3rd here in a second.
I'm passing the number 2 here, mad at the libs.
All right, I have lapped the number 61 trans truck.
Mad at the libs. Okay, nice.
Yeah, if you can get ahead of that 61 truck, that dude is the one in 3rd, so. Then that gives you plenty of cushion if you do get yeeted off the fucking map. We have a dude
Oh, yeah,
going
dude went wide here.
backwards. Dude going backwards.
Nice. Juke that dude out. I turned into the dude who was in 3rd and then spun the other way, and dude who was coming backwards turned
All right,
into
that dude
to
backward is
try to
still
take us
fucking
both
around on
out.
the straight here. So did you spin him around then? Is that what happened?
No, that dude had thought that I was driving on the outside,
Oh. Oh, you finessed
and
him.
so I turned the other way at the last second, and he crashed that dude. I fucking
All right, we
pulled
got to
off.
spin on the back straight here.
Oh man, I'm making him good time. Wow. Made it through all that bullshit.
No, this dude fucked up my shit. Brilliant. Glad that happened after fucking leading the entire race. That's so fucking trash, dude.
Dude's right here.
So fucking
Come on,
annoying.
dude, come
That's
on,
so
dude.
unnecessary.
Come on, dude.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
That dude is now ghosted in the corner, so we can't fuck you up this lap.
Nice.
Let's bring this shit home.
Beautiful. 1, 2. Let's get it.
So that's that. We've achieved our goal in this episode.
Yeah, not a truck race.
Random Beyblade battle.
Guess you can call it that.
You'll love to see it, Gamari. We've done it. We got a second dub.
Damn. But yeah, I really think that the Republicans' best chance, with the advantage, is for those two dudes to group up together and vice president, president, whatever
know
the
they
idea is. But yeah, no, probably not. But that's the best shot.
The question is which one of those by themselves has the best shot.
I would say with all this like arrest Trump shit going on, or what they're trying to do, I would definitely say that Trump has a lot more backing behind him again. Just because it's like open, it's out in the open what the fucking extreme left was trying to do to get that dude arrested by changing the laws in New York to make fucking felonies misdemeanors and misdemeanors felonies, specifically targeting Trump. Like, bro, how are you gonna? Oops.
No, we can replay it
How
again. I don't mind.
Alrighty. How are you gonna fucking? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, how are you gonna make laws in New York when there's already violence? There's people getting pushed in front of subway tracks. There's people getting gunned down in the streets.
Because
There's
Trump bad.
gangs. And you're gonna fucking let those people who are committing those crimes get out on bail a lot easier, or no cash bail, and create more problems. But for Trump, no.
Also,
He
on
fucked a
changing the
porn
rules and
star.
letting people out of jails. People that are out on weed charges, we're gonna let them out. Just saying.
Oh yeah, Biden. What happened to that? Dude's fucking focusing on homosexuality
Just saying.
in Uganda.
That's what I was thinking. Like when you said that, I'm like, so we got the gays in Uganda that we're worried about, but people for having weed, which now is legal in most states, are still in jail. And even the federal government's just like more chill about it, even though it's technically still illegal. Like they kind of don't give a fuck. So those people are still in jail, though. Understandable. Yeah, I mean they'd just be, I don't know, dude. It's just,
Like it really doesn't fucking make sense, dude. It really doesn't. Like on the basis of, if you look at crimes, it doesn't matter who it is. Let's take out Trump let's take out him as a person and just put a random person in Trump's spot who ran for president, got president, but happened to pay a porn star to silence her so that they can win the election, right? It's a pretty fucked up thing to do. I think it's kind of fucked up, but on the scale of like killing someone versus doing that and just getting elected for the president of the United States, I think killing someone is a lot worse. It should be punished as a crime a lot worse. And that's not what's happening here. It's the complete opposite.
yeah, I mean, but Trump bad, my guy. That's the thing I think that you forget is Trump bad. And honestly, the fact that you would suggest otherwise is racist.
You know, I think cutting genitals off of kids is bad, but
Sorry, Trump's worse, my guy.
Trump's worse. Bro, imagine if... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna talk some real shit right now. Imagine if you were a kid and your parent, you happen to have parents that transitioned you, right? Who are very about it. Not the government, not the schools, but your parents.
They're just into it.
Yeah, and like they force you to transition because like as a kid you're very susceptible to attention. You want attention, and if your parents smile and like clap like fucking seals every single time that you wear a dress as a boy, like then you're gonna want to do that so that you get validation from your parents, because that's what kids crave. They crave attention, they crave validation from their parents. Imagine if you grew up and detransitioned, because a lot of people are. Millions of people who were transitioned, detransitioned a couple years later because that's not what they wanted to do, under the gender ideology bullshit that they're pushing in schools now. Imagine having to go through that and then realizing that because you took so much hormones, because you possibly got your genitals chopped off, you can no longer have a kid. You never even had a chance, dude. Never even had a chance. I think that's more fucked up than a majority of the crimes in the fucking rulebook, dude.
The rule book. Yeah, no, that's fucking whack, dude. Because of fucking some fuckery. Like,
I know some people are like, I'm not having kids. I know. At like 6 years old, or 7 years old, or
at 6?
15 years. I don't. Yeah, everybody's fucking 15 years old. I'm not having kids. I know, but like you change. You change 100%. You change. Your taste buds change. Your fucking height changes. Your weight changes. Your mind changes. Just like everything else in your body, your ideas will change. So you don't know as a kid if you want kids as an adult
I did.
when
I knew.
you're available to have them.
I knew.
Some people don't. Some people don't.
I knew when I was like
But
5, my guy. I was ready.
like it's just so fucking fucked, dude. And then you have men competing in women's sports, which is a
just
whole
stunning,
issue
brave.
in itself. Honestly, it's so stunning and so brave, dude. It's brave for the men who go into the women's sports and dominate, because if they are, let's say they're doing MMA and they just bash a woman, break her fucking jaw, and gets to first place, gets to do the interview with Joe Rogan and everything, like, bro, are we really gonna celebrate that? Like,
Yeah, because it's stunning and brave, my guy. Are you not proud for her?
I mean, good, you got the win. It kind of feels to me, if I'm a lady, since we're playing GTA, if I was to relate it to a GTA reference, it would be like if I was using the Krieger and you were forced to use the Banshee in every single race, and you could not change your car. Like, you have such a disadvantage that it's not fair whatsoever.
Bro's
And
like,
the
ooh, this is a
more
good idea. Maybe we should do this for an episode.
and the more biological men you add to biological women's sports rosters, the more it fucking becomes unbalanced.
Don't we want women's sports to be like equal or some shit? So why don't we just like not do shit that will then harm women's sports by having men who failed at sports participate in it and then hype them up? Like, we want women's basketball, we want women's soccer, like, to be seen on those equal levels. Like, those are the two sports that are probably the closest that could be seen on those equal levels. So,
You mean in terms of money?
in terms of ones that, yeah, in terms of money and ones that are probably like have the infrastructure to do it, that aren't seen on those equal levels.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because I think you have other sports that like either they already have it, like you mentioned a lot of like the fighting things like that. Like from what I see as like a person watching from just like promotions of it and outside, like I don't really see as much of a divide in it. I don't know if it's true, but that's just from outsider perspective.
A divide in like the
A divide in
performance?
like promotion of them and overall just like viewership of it. It doesn't seem like there's as much of a divide in that.
Oh no,
So
not at all.
As
As a matter of fact, the women actually get more, sometimes get more promotion than the men do.
so that's like where sport is equalized in a sport that maybe wouldn't necessarily be seen as it, because obviously you have certain things where it doesn't matter. Like we were discussing women in racing before. How that's a sport doesn't matter, but there's not like a female racer for girls to look up to when they're, 5 or 6. It's like, I want to be like her, right? Because there hasn't been a successful one for them to, look to. So that's a different thing. But something like soccer or basketball, which soccer is growing in popularity in America, and if you want both men and women's soccer to grow in popularity, there needs to be a basis where there are women playing it and not just men who aren't good enough that can then beat women in it. Or basketball, if you want a basketball player to play, you need women who can play and not just men who failed in the NBA going to the WNBA. Like, we don't need that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I had mentioned that Trump made the meme the other day about having the best basketball team in the women's division by just having LeBron on his team and a team of all men. Like,
yeah.
if I was a recruiter, genuinely, if I was a basketball coach, and my job was to make a team of based on the rules, I would not pick any women because males, biological males, are not better, but they have a strategical
Whoa!
They have a strategical advantage when it comes to strength, speed, and other things like jumping and
Racism.
respiration.
Wow.
But
Hey, that's an enchantment in Minecraft.
why would you pick biological women if the guidelines are you just identify as a woman? Because then I would just pick a bunch of biological males because I know they're better in basketball. It's literally forcing women out of the sport. And not only that, but in a Vermont Christian college or Christian high school a couple of weeks ago, a whole, not even the whole team, but the whole school, because they had a team of biological women who were playing basketball, and they had faced a team that had a biological male on the team. And they decided they didn't want to play because it wasn't fair. And since Vermont's a woke-ass blue state, the state decided that that's discrimination, and that whole school can no longer participate in any sports.
Bro.
So, and not only that, but the people who were like defending that, the actual people who said, yeah, you can't participate in sports, the person who basically wrote that bill said, yeah, well, none of those girls would probably become pro anyway, so.
Bro, what the
She
fuck?
literally fucking said that none of those girls would become pro. So it doesn't matter if they don't get to play or not. And I was watching this video and I had nothing to say at that point. I was like, holy shit, that was just said. Like, as a genuine lawmaker, push it with the ability to choose what happens with schools and who gets to participate in what, setting that as a precedent is very, very dangerous.
Also, that just looks
Very,
good
very
for your
dangerous.
state because you totally want to have, like, no athletes from your state because it totally doesn't, like. Because if you think of a state and you think of, okay, this athlete came from this state or came from this school, that benefits that state, right?
Yep.
If you have, because say they go to a college and they go to a college in that state and they're good players, that benefits your state and people wanting to come to that state, right? You know, you think of that for college, right? Think of something for like basketball, right? For college basketball. You have women's college basketball. Where do a lot of people want to come play? Right? They want to come play at UConn, so that helps Connecticut look better because we have players that want to come play here, and some people from the state will probably go play there. So it looks good because our state then gets money because we want to come here. So if you like try to cut that off at a lower level, all right, you cut that off at high school, then those players probably won't go play potentially at a college in your state and then help your state get more money from people coming in to want to play there because you have a good program in college by trying to block them off because you think some wild shit is going down because you don't think they're going to make it pro when you're completely just ignoring the fact that they didn't have to make it pro to benefit your state, which is what your job is to do as a lawmaker, is to benefit your state. So those types of things can benefit a state. Like I was, again, UConn as an example, think of how many times the women's UConn team has won or made the Final Four, right?
Oh yeah,
And
UConn
how
fucking kills it, dude.
every year the women's team is like ranked 1 or 2. Maybe I think this year maybe they're 4, but still, I mean they're always in like the top 4 ranking. So for the state, I mean that's super beneficial because then that just gets people that want to go to that college, whether it's for basketball or just it makes the college look good, which is a state thing. So it benefits the state because then you're having more people getting educations here. And then if someone says, hey, I want to go to UConn because they have a good basketball program, even if it isn't, again, for basketball, because I'm sure people will just be influenced by seeing UConn on your TV.
Mm-hmm.
What if that person then likes that college and wants to be in the state? Well, there you go. They don't have to come from the state. They can come from somewhere else. But it benefits your state. So to just try to cut somebody off at high school level that may go to a college in your state and make your state look better, it's kind of dumb. Not even on the premise of just saying they're not going to make it, because that's totally what you should just base rules off of. I don't think this basketball team is good, because I'm sure Vermont's got some college somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
They probably got one
I've ever heard of.
I don't know Vermont colleges off the top of my head because I don't really follow colleges or college sports that often. I can probably list 10 college teams for you, and most of those are ones that are good at football. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Seems kind of whack to me.
Oh yeah, and putting myself in a father's shoes who had a daughter. If I had a daughter who was playing any sport, let's say basketball, and had worked her entire life very, very hard against other biological girls, and got to a point in high school where she was playing against teams and was highly likely to get a scholarship, and then a biological man who fucking sucks cock at basketball decided to transition just so they can beat biological girls at basketball, then yeah, I would be fucking furious, dude, because my daughter's not getting a fair chance. She would be furious because she's not getting a fair chance. She's worked her entire life to be here in this moment, and you're just here being a fucking cockwhore.
Yeah, that's so fucking whack, dude. Because that affects so much more than just in the moment you didn't play one basketball game. Like you're saying, that's all the time you trained and, could go to a college and then could go, into playing basketball. Obviously, women's basketball, they have to go to 15 different countries throughout the year because the WNBA doesn't have that much money to give them because nobody watches it. But still, you still kind of ruin their chance at a career if they're good players because they didn't want to play against a dude who was bad. And I mean, if you're a dude who's bad at high school basketball, just quit at that point. You're not... If you're bad at high school basketball, you're definitely not making it to college. You're definitely not making it to NBA. So, uninstall. But... Bro's gonna transition just to beat women at basketball. Wow. Stunning and brave.
Honestly, dude.
So courageous. You should honestly get a medal from Joe Biden. You should just...
bring it to the White House for a press briefing.
Honestly, bro,
talk about how your entire life you felt that you were a woman and how
Woman of
you
the Year
deserve
right
this
there,
win.
dude. Woman of the Year, Presidential Medal of Freedom, all of it yours. Because you beat women at high school basketball.
And let me just make a point that the fundamentals of any game, any sport, whatever, is that both parties have a equal and fair shot at winning. No matter what the game is, you are able to, I mean, even GTA. Like, yeah, there are people who don't have fast cars, but it's your responsibility in the game to build up your cars and upgrade them how you want. You can choose that, and you're free to pick whatever. But the basis of every game is that it should be fair, right? To some extent. And if you're allowing biological men into women's sports, biological women's sports, that's not fair. Point blank. Period. That's the bottom line. It's not no ifs, ands, or buts. It's not fair. It's just not. Like, and it really does fucking just ruins the lives of actual women because, like I said before, they could get a scholarship that they missed out on because they might have been like the third best if they didn't have a biological player on their team or on another team that school decided, oh, we'll just give it to this man.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, they're not going to give it to everybody, but if you show enough potential, a college will give you a scholarship, and then you can either, continue basketball, or I mean, you're there, so you can take other things. Like, you can further your education in one way or another, whether it's more basketball training or learning other things that you can then apply to your life. But instead, no, we're good because it's a woke state that said, no, we're good.
Some dude trashed me. Fuck, dude.
Get him, my guy. Beat this dude.
I found the best time to do this because, virtue.
Yeah, we try to get that.
Perfect.
Try to get that one too, my guy. The whole episode. We got 3, so of course we already won the episode, but we'd like to get all 5 for the first time ever.
Just pulling
Get
up.
lapped, loser. Get lapped. Get lapped. Not today. Come on, game, load so I can cut to Wan. Where's Wan?
Come on, dude. Bro, what the fuck, dude?
What happened?
There's a fucking dude who spun on the track when I was going under the bridge, and I hit into him slightly. I miscorrected the thing and hit into the wall, and that gave this dude enough time to catch up from the distance that he had on me.
Damn.
Or that I had on him.
Well, we can go into the final race and go and try to get 4 or 5, I guess. Unfortunate to not get all 5, but that's the positive out of getting those early wins, is that doesn't affect us. Like, if we only had 1 win going into that would have been obviously real unfortunate. And then 2 would have put a lot of pressure here on the last one, but getting those 3 out the way early, we just got a spot we can chill now. So I kind of just yeeted and pulled away in this race. That was wild.
Some dude just messaged me. Hold on.
Who was it?
Apex of Mankind. Can we do it with HSW on? I just got them upgrades. I want to see how they do in a race. Hold on. Let me enter a message.
Bro. Bro.
No, we can't. Your car sucks. In a race.
Bro, what? I'm fucking done. Stunt lift off? What the mid? Bro really messaged you and said,
No, we can't. Your car sucks in a race.
own him, Gamar. Alright, well, we'll back out of this shit and do one more race.
No. Which car? Because I have all of them.
Is that what he just wrote?
Yeah. All of them?
You gotta pull up an obscure ass car and ask him if he has it.
Just be like, do you have the...
Bro, that space fucking fuckery, dude.
What?
Wasn't there that one that you had to like do everything in story mode to obtain it or something?
Oh, yeah, the space...
That is in online
Space buggy.
from... I think it has to do with the arena war. You gotta do like some wild ass fucking shit to get it.
Yeah, and even then it's a Pegasus vehicle.
Yeah. Ask him if he has that. Be like, no! What's that?
That's not in online. Well, it's like you just aren't as skilled in GTA as I thought.
Skill issue. Bro, I said that to my mom today. She was talking about her car and how much miles she had on it. I knew it just like bug her because it has to do with work. Because she has to drive longer distance to work, and that my dad gets to work from home and all that shit. So she's always annoyed about it. She's like, my car's got 50,000 miles on it already. And I'm like, skill issue? And then she just like, what? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't say anything. Oh my god. Yeah, the thing is that
It's be a fun race.
my car is like
Nah.
a year old and it's got way less miles, so that's why I said it.
You said, no, I'm not trying to get banned and do them glitches. Not a glitch.
Bro. Oh my god, you own this dude. That was fucking beautiful. I was like, what's the most obscure shit you can possibly say that this dude definitely won't have? Like, I've never even seen that vehicle online, so... Or let alone ever. But...
Dude's gonna be like, oh, really? Dude's gonna stop doing races forever just so we can unlock a stupid-ass Pegasus vehicle.
yeah, I don't even know how you unlock it. It's some fuckery with the arena war.
You have to get to, like, level 5 bajillion, dude. And...
Oh, wait, isn't it like level 1,000 or
that-
something stupid? Isn't it like the last item you unlock?
Yeah, to do that, it's like, you have to fucking... You don't make as much experience from Arena War as you do from, like, Car Meet. But it's basically the same thing. Like, if you're in the building, I believe you get... or maybe... I don't know. Either if you're in the building or you do the missions, then you get experience. But, like, doing those missions are fucking cringe, dude.
I like how this dude has every car, but he just got the HOW upgrades. Just now. And then when you called him out, telling him his car was trash, he said which one when this dude was racing the Devastate and said, turn on HOW vehicles. I just upgraded it. Like, I don't know. Probably the HOW vehicle that you're racing now. I'm glad they had that as an option to turn on or off because I remember that was like when we were discussing, upgrading to the PS5 version. How that shit was gonna fuck up Supercar Glass if it was always on.
Yeah, it definitely would.
So I'm glad Rockstar like also realized that because sometimes like basic shit like that they don't realize.
This dude is watching YouTube videos to see if it's true because he didn't message me back yet.
Oh my god. Tell him to watch our videos while he's at it.
I wait for him to message me back about, I just checked it out on YouTube, and then I'll mention our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, well, we don't got the space buggy, but we do GTA Online Race Playlist episodes, and you're
featured in Racing Masters episode 5. Be there to check it out April 3rd, Sunday at 10 a.m. What's the last track going to be tonight, Gimatary?
Mount Han.
Again?
Oh shit. Well, that's the only one. Oh my god.
What'd he say?
That's the only one I know. I don't have them.
The only car that he has in the entire game that he doesn't have. Okay, dude. Hi, guys. Delusional fucking GTA player here. I don't know, does he think it makes him like sound cool that he has every car in GTA?
Guess so. I don't know, I really don't. I'm just gonna message him. Must take a long time to pick your car then.
Yeah, like cause like clearly I don't even think you can own every car in the game because there's not enough garage spaces.
And aren't there like 110 garage spaces?
Yeah, how many cars is there?
And many more cars?
That's the thing, because I don't know how many garage spaces you can have, but you think of all the facilities that you could have. There's a 50-car garage, the office garage. There's 3 of those with 30 each. So you have that.
He might not have all of them, but this dude said it takes an insanely long time. I wish there was a hide certain cars feature, which I feel like a person who actually would have all the cars would, or a lot of cars, would say something like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing that he would have a lot of cars. I just don't think he has every car. Like, we each have a lot of cars. But we don't have all the cars. Because what I'm imagining when you say you have all the cars is that you've bought every single thing on all the websites and have all your garages with them upgraded. Chilling. And whatever you can't buy on the website you found on the street and put into a garage.
Yeah, there are like certain vehicles that you can't, like the what is the Bison? Oh shit.
I don't know if is it the Bison? I definitely know there's certain ones you can't buy on there though. Can you buy the hearse all the time now? Can't you?
The Bison you might be able to buy, but there's like a special Bison that has like a yeah, you can't buy the hearse. That has like a
shit fucking whack because you had to like spend so
much
time trying to get it.
It's a Stanler or a Stanier, something like that.
Stantler.
That has like a special tailgate thing on the back of it with like wood on the top of it, and you can change your livery for it.
Okay, you have that. I know you have the Dubsta too.
I believe it's the fastest like van or whatever the fuck.
Sick. I'm sure you have it, so you're ready for our next van race in the race playlist.
I do have it.
Bro, got it chillin'. Bros are ready.
I bought it a while ago, or I found it on the street a while ago because you can't buy it.
I mean, cool, I guess.
All except the basic sedan
Bro, put this
and
shit on fucking 10 laps on Mount Han, bro. What about the basic sedan?
he said all except the basic sedan and sub and compacts class. Then you don't have all the cars, dude.
Yep, sorry, you're disqualified from having all the cars. Show our content and move on, Gamar. You hear that, Gamar?
So I could buy. Oh my god, dude, this is cringe. He said I could buy. I have the money to buy them all 10 times over, so I basically have them all. No, you basically don't, dude.
I mean, Elon Musk has the money to buy, like, every basketball team in the NBA, but he doesn't own them. Bro said I have the ability to buy it, so I basically have it. The fuck kind of response is that, dude?
I don't know, dude. This dude's getting roasted. Alright, I'm gonna start up another race. Fucking Mount Han is not getting Mount people.
Bro, Mount Han never gets people, dude.
Yeah.
Mount Hanmer.
Hold on. This dude said I could buy all of them 10 times over, so I basically have them all. You could buy all of the cars in GTA 10 times over?
Yeah, dude.
Because I don't think you know how much money all the cars in the game cost when you buy them all, dude. Because you don't have them all, so you don't know how much they all cost.
Bro, these dudes are the fucking worst. Every single person in this fucking game just thinks they're right about fucking everything. You never just, like, have a message with the person in the game where they're just like, you know what? I agree. Always some dude wants to fucking argue about who has the fucking most money in GTA or who fucking would win every single race in some hypothetical scenario. Like, cool, dude.
Ooh, let's do this one.
Like, the only person that I've played with in a game that's agreed with something when you either just discuss them or call them out was that one dude that when I asked him how he felt about his L, and then he said something about me pushing him out the way, and then I listed off every time in the race that he crashed me. And then he's like, yeah, you're right. Besides that, every other person just makes it like a fucking meme fest. Bro said he can buy every car in the fucking game, dude. 10 times over. Considering GTA's got like I don't know. How many cars does this game fucking have, do you think?
Gotta have over 300, dude.
Okay. So over 300. And a lot of those cars cost at least $1 million. We'll put $1 million as an average because there's a lot of cars that are under it and there's a lot that are over it.
All right.
So there's 1 million cars and there's 300. 300 million.
348 cars.
All right, so 348 cars. So do 348, and then we'll say that 1 million is your average. So you got 348 million times 10 is, my calculator can't fucking go that high. There we go. 3 trillion 4,800 million dollars. Yeah.
All right, he just sent me an image. I'll see how much he has in the bank.
And if it is not 3 trillion 480 million dollars, then he's a lying bitch. And that's just a guess on the average, of course, of what. If every car averages $1 million, where some are up to $3 million and some are $9,000. But I think saying $1 million average isn't too far off.
Dude,
How much money does this dude have? Please tell me it's like $1 million.
no, this dude didn't even send me the picture of his money. He sent me. He went into his stats and showed me how much he spent on all vehicles and maintenance.
Okay.
On all shit, and it was $976 million.
That he spent all time in the game?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what I've spent all time in the game then. I've spent 500 million. I've spent $500 million in this game. And this dude spent how much?
976 million.
So he spent almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's on everything in the game. I mean, I guess you could have done that, but that's not necessarily accurate too, because how much of that's a weaponized shit? You think of all the planes that they have, right? If you buy a plane or a few planes, that number's going to go up significantly. So for this dude who spent 400 million more than me, because he's a similar level to me, I think he wasn't far off. I think he's like 900 or 690. So, I mean, we're close in level. And I got every fucking building you can have. Literally, the only thing that I don't have is everything being a 10-car garage. I have a bunch of smaller ones that is like the properties, right? So, I mean, unless this dude is literally just buying cars and doesn't have any wild-ass planes or wild-ass military shit, I still find it hard to believe that you have every single car in the game. Now, what's the number above that for how much money this dude has as a total income? That's the part I'm interested in.
God damn it. Fucking time skipped. Bro.
Can we just call it an episode?
No.
Why?
Because I'm the host.
Bro can't fucking set up a goddamn race. It took 10 minutes to set up a race, and he fucking can't host it. My God.
Dude just told me to respond to this dude, so that's what I was doing in the time right now, dude.
Oh, my God. When did I tell you to respond to that dude?
Dude said show the content and leave.
Yeah, I said show the content fucking 10 minutes ago. I said that
Yeah,
before.
well, this dude was sending me messages, and I was getting to that point to where I would show the content.
We spent 2 hours and we got 4 shorts so far. Bro. Killing it. Last race better provide some material.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a race quick here.
Deadly hamsters is the target. Good thing I don't fucking care.
But yeah, I was trying to show it, and then fucking my phone does this gay shit with certain apps where if my phone turns rotation, it just deletes my entire message. So
Bro's still out here on iOS 15. Doesn't help.
Is that something that's changed in 16?
I mean, it's one of those things that if it is an issue, not having your phone up to date will mean that if that is something that is with an app or with the operating system that's a glitch, it could be fixed. It's always
Okay, I didn't know that.
it is always beneficial to have like your phone up to the newest thing. Not just for like new features, but for patches or for security purposes. Because I know you still haven't updated to 16 yet. Because there's a lot of like the random ones that come through that aren't like major updates, maybe like 16.1.1 or 1.12. It'll be just like with the video games where they fix a glitch. That may fix the glitch, or if there's like a Apple security fix, they'll fix it. Because then each individual app will also be upgraded and optimized throughout the year to match that operating system. So if it was an issue with the PlayStation app, it may be fixed in an iOS 16 version of the PlayStation app.
Okay.
So there you go, everybody. Make sure you have your phones up to date. And honestly, all technology should be up to date if it's something you frequently use.
Would you say there are any benefits to not having something up to date?
If there's certain features that you like, that you know is gone in a newer version, that's a benefit. If you're on Windows, not updating is a benefit because it always gets more shit. No, if you have Windows, you should at least accept whatever patches they have. You don't have to go to Windows 11. I think my computer's still on Windows 10 because it's the same thing. But that type of thing, you gotta like, it's more of a process. But if it's just their regular standard update that does take you to, your phone goes to iOS 16, or your iPad goes to iOS 16, or your MacBook goes to whatever location in California they named it after for that year. I don't even know what my Mac is this year. Ventura. Okay. So that type of thing you do want to do, but occasionally there's a feature that you may not want. I know that the members on the right were not excited to update their phones a few years ago when Apple switched from a gun to a water gun. I know that was quite triggering.
I remember that members on the right were also against Apple when they started using 5G. Afraid they were going to get COVID.
Yeah, that was good. See, guys, we can make memes about the right as well. Everybody gets it.
I can make memes about whoever the fuck I want. I'm black.
I'm just saying, we're going to get labeled as a far-right channel for your commentary earlier in the episode.
Bro, I'm a fucking moderate, dude.
So you're far-right?
No, whatever fucking... No, not far right, dude. I know that the powers that be are working real hard, real fucking hard to get rid of definitions of things, but yeah, no, there still is a independent party or independent middle ground, and that's what I am. I think both of the sides are whack, and both have good policies on some things. Except when you get to the far right and far left. Especially the far left. I can see why The far right has some of the more extreme views, like abortion, not women not being able to choose if they get an abortion. If you look real deep into it, I can understand why. Like because of
Ugga
like
who ugga he.
when
This
is
is
a
a slippery slope, Gamar.
don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm black. Remember. No, I can understand like because it's difficult to understand like when a baby is actually a baby considered a person because I've heard an argument recently from the left that was, well, if we don't see it, then it's not there. That's not the fucking case because you 100% have a baby in your stomach if you're pregnant, and that baby is 100% alive. So an abortion would technically be killing it, but I do think that women should have the right to choose.
Bro, my favorite meme, speaking of abortion, was the. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a video where a woman's saying that she's pro choice, and the other woman's saying that she's pro life. And the pro life woman's like, so you're pro abortion. To the pro choice, she's like, no, I'm pro choice. They're just going back and forth because it's the same fucking meaning. However you want to word it, but apparently pro-choice sounds better than saying you're pro-abortion. And she didn't want to be labeled as a pro-abortion. She wanted to be labeled as pro-choice. So that was funny to me. I thought that was good. I got a good laugh.
Yeah, it is what you are doing when you get an abortion. But again, it is the extreme right that we're talking about. And they also think that kids 9 years old who get raped and happen to have their period already, who get pregnant, shouldn't be able to get an abortion. Which that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, come on.
All right, we're going to play a new game on the channel. It's called Which Political Party is WAN Part of Today? And we're going to spin a wheel, and we're going to give you a topic. And you're going to tell me which political party you align with more. At the end of it, we'll tally up the score, and that is what party you will be legally obligated to register as a supporter of with the government.
Bro, it's gonna be like 5-5. I'm telling you.
let me make this. This is gonna be a separate video. It'll be coming out. And we're gonna have the mystery wheel of which political party does WAN support. So make sure you're on the lookout for that content, and whatever one WAN gets, he will be labeled that political party, and he will register for that party, and he will get letters in the mail that says "Welcome to insert political party." So make sure you guys check that out. WAN's political party choices.
What's your political party choice?
I don't believe in political parties.
What's your view on abortion?
It's all right.
What's your view on defunding police?
Kind of cringe.
What is your view on cash bail or cashless bail?
Cope. Cashless bail? The fuck?
Yeah.
I don't do crimes, so I don't know. Doesn't that get people out of jail easier?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
For like lower level crimes, like
I'm good. Nope, you're done. It's over.
All right. What do you think? What's your opinion on? Damn, now I gotta think of like extreme topics from both parties. climate change?
That's an interesting one. It's one of those things that it's definitely a real thing. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not because there's clear evidence of it. I mean, look, we had like one snowstorm the whole fucking year. And it didn't go below like 40 in winter. So, I mean, that shit's obviously real. I think that there's extreme measures taken on it that are fucking absolute overkill. Like the fucking vehicle I'm driving now. So I think we overdo it and just shift issues and don't actually solve problems. So I think that it's a bit whack. So I think climate change is real, but the climate change fucking people don't actually know what the fuck they're doing. And their ways.
Who does know
me.
what they're doing?
I know what I'm doing. I can solve climate change.
How would you solve climate change? What would you do? What would be a couple of things that you would do to address and to properly address climate change?
I would invest in hydrogen technology. And I'd support more solar energy. I think those are two things that are beneficial. I think that if you just say we're having things go electric, it doesn't fucking help because how do you charge your electricity? Most likely through gas. So I think that you can use battery technology for certain things. I think you can retain energy. And I don't think a house having a battery as its main source of electricity is necessarily a bad idea because that's the thing that you can get a battery in your house. I think that that's a solid option instead of having an oil truck come to your house. But how are you getting that electricity? Are you just like having it come from a power grid and then storing in a battery? Or are you storing in the battery from solar? Because I think that a solar panel combo with like hydrogen technologies, you can make a hydrogen powered car. I think that would be so ag. Because what you're doing is getting a internal combustion engine in a car and putting that technology and saying, we've had this technology for 120 years. Okay, let's throw it away and develop something new. When if you focus on hydrogen technology, you don't throw away the principles of what internal combustion has for an engine specifically. You're putting more time into research for just pushing a problem out of the way for now. Basically, you're putting a band-aid on a fucking problem that's bigger than it is. So I think that the climate change is an issue. Global warming, whatever fucking word you want to use, is a problem. But I think that the route to fix it and the way they're promoting fixing it by saying buy an electric car, because that's obviously the solve all to fucking climate change, when buying an electric car is just changing what causes climate change.
Yeah, no, it just sounds like the makers of electric vehicles
It's
want
100%.
to
It's 100% just a push to sell more cars, and they'll get the government to back it because it will look good because climate change is an issue, and then we'll get the extreme left who's like having a meltdown because of fucking polar bears floating away or something. Like, so they'll be happy because they can push their we need electric cars, and then all the car companies are happy because all of them can just come out here and make new cars, and everybody's got to buy a new car, because if they just say, yes, sorry, internal combustion bad, gas-powered cars bad, then, I think that, again, there's a balance to it. I think that a hybrid, like I've said before, a hybrid system is very interesting. The way that works, that's also harvesting energy through braking to then charge basically you're turning energy that you're just losing into energy to propel yourself. So I think something like that's interesting, but I think something like just purely having an electric car isn't beneficial. So I think, again, if you could do like a hydrogen powered car with a hybrid portion to it with the electric technology that we have, because obviously that's progressing, I think that would be a better route to go, and investing more in hybrid technology than investing in electric technology. Because again, all you're doing is just pushing the issue away from saying, okay, we're not putting gas in our cars now, but instead we've made a bunch of batteries which are need to be replaced in 10 years. So now let's produce more batteries to put into our cars. Because you're not solving climate change, you're just making batteries which will then leak acid into the earth instead of putting fumes into the air. So we're going to pollute the ground more than the sky, basically, is all we're doing.
I think we need to pollute space, to be honest. Just send all the emissions to space.
Send the emissions to space?
Yeah, just put it all in a rocket and just ship it off to Mars. Let the dudes who fly there in a couple of years have to deal with it.
That's the big brain strap, my God.
No, but climate change is it is a very interesting topic, and there's a lot of angles to it. And the electric vehicles and emissions are one angle. How would you specifically address other countries that are not friendly with America, like China and Russia, who's having a war
Nukes.
with Ukraine, creating a major devastation and carbon emissions? How do you address that? And nukes are not a good idea because they would bring even more emissions.
I mean,
Because it's kind of like whatever we would do, China's fucking just gonna ruin that. Like the air quality there is.
it
So
goes
horrible.
to kind of the thing that we were discussing at the beginning of telling other countries what to fucking do.
Right, but the climate change issue, it also goes into the fact of like it affects America.
No, I get
Because you
that.
can't address the climate change issue without like having another country who's literally
No,
pumping.
I agree. I get that part. But in the end of the day, they're not going to do what America wants them to do. Right. We need... Basically, the thing is the countries that can work on it with America, most basically just Europe, and then the Asian countries that America's friends with, right? Like, get those countries to all agree on something. That's how you start it. I mean, I guess you could do other methods that maybe could get those other countries to agree and be like, hey, we're not going to support things from your country. Like, we're not going to buy stuff from your country. We're not going to do those types of things and cut them off in that way. Unless...
we're gonna put sanctions on your healthcare.
Yeah, but I think if you do in a way like... Because, again, we're doing things that contribute to environmental things, within China for having factories make iPhones in China. We're contributing to that. So if you can, in some way, have a cleaner way to make those things and then make it within America, then those countries kind of lose their leverage of, well, we're doing this or we're doing that, and then we're not supporting those countries through those means.
Yeah, China has
Because China's doing their own
China-
fuckery, dude.
Yeah, but China, I found out, not recently, I found this out a while ago, but like, they have a fuck ton of influence in America because of what they
Yeah.
own. Like,
Yeah, they...
most of the NBA is watched by people in Korea. I mean, not Korea, China. Like, most of the money from the NBA comes from China. Or the viewership. And most of the things in Hollywood are dictated by China. Because there was a whole story back in the 2020, I think it was, of Dwayne Johnson coming out and apologizing because he had said, or no, it wasn't Dwayne Johnson. It was
It's Johnson.
yeah, John Cena that apologized for saying that Taiwan was its own thing.
Which it is. We all know Taiwan's a country, but
And not owned by China. Like, the fact that he had to come out and apologize, or the movie would lose millions upon millions of dollars in China, that's a lot of influence that China has over the United States. And not only that, but Nike, Apple, all these huge, massive companies have a hand in China, or China has a hand in, I should say. So I just feel like they would still have a lot of other ways they can kind of leverage their power.
we need to
Without
stop
having
relying
to
on
just-
China.
Yeah, 100%. Like, no good can come of that. I mean, not saying there's anything wrong with China. They do their own thing.
Well, I
But-
mean, there is definitely things wrong with China, and it starts with their
Yeah,
government.
yeah.
Bros out here apologizing to China too. That's wild.
Nope, fuck China, dude.
No, I think that there's a difference in saying there's nothing good with China, there's nothing good with the government of China, and the government of China has a obviously different influence in the way that they operate than America.
But yeah, we need to start manufacturing back in America.
So I would need Donald Trump back.
Yikes. Well, going over your answers, you're a far-right extremist, since you just said you want Donald Trump back.
Damn.
Your views align with Trump. Sorry. You're far-right. You're literally Hitler.
Damn, dude. Well, time to go register for my party of choice. That's crazy.
Nah, but what we've learned here today is that you guys can register for whatever party you want. Make the right choice when you vote. Make the right choice when you vote. And
Gamar, was that a hint at your
Nope, no
political leanings?
who? No hints, just given influence from a channel with over 1,000 subscribers.
We're just using our platform to push our political agenda.
I'm just saying, don't vote for dudes who can actually do some shit.
My thing when it comes to elections, and as I say, is I think obviously the main priority is you participate in the election process, which is something that you can pull up in America every year and make election choices. Which, speaking of something like China, where you can't. So I think that's something that's swag that we have that you could just influence that. Make sure you do your research on who you're voting for. But again, whoever you do believe is the proper person, so you should pick. I don't think that people sitting on an internet show or any show should be telling you who you have to vote for. That's just whack.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you think that a dude who has dementia and is fucking have a sleep all day is your dude, then power to you on that one. But whoever you feel is the candidate, that's who you should go with. But far rightmer, why don't you take us right to the conclusion of this video? Because we're right at the end of it.
Yes. If you guys did enjoy the dank conversations that we had today.
Bro didn't take the opportunity to start with all right. That's crazy.
Huh?
When I handed it off to you, you should have started by saying, "All right, guys, we're gonna end here." Because I kept saying "right" to you, but you could have continued with "all right." Bro didn't get a hint. It's crazy. Try again,
All right,
Gamar.
guys.
There we go.
I didn't catch that, but it's interesting that you said that. I watch a dude who's got a conservative perspective, and he starts off all of his videos saying, "All right, guys," and it never like clicks until you just said that. Now I'm thinking that he's doing that on purpose, but anyway. Thank you guys for watching. We had a bunch of dank conversations, a bunch of dank races. Unfortunately, wasn't able to pull off the 5-for-5 because LSX has caused a bunch of problems in I think 2 races now, 2 race online masters episodes.
Which, I mean, honestly, at that point, it comes down to, I think, a skill issue for the driver that couldn't secure that. Because, I mean, whoever won that race, which, I mean, we don't need to, say who did, but whoever won the race, I mean, he did his job. It was just the guy that's supposed to get second kind of just blew it for the team. So, that's my take on that race.
100%. Just like how in the first episode, whoever had lost that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Whoever lost on congestion charge by wanting to knock a Cyclone 2 off the track in the first corner, took responsibility for his mistakes. So I think whoever made the mistakes on LSX in 2 episodes now really needs to own up to that. So.
But see y'all next week. Thank you for watching.